Okay, good morning. So this morning I've got a question for you. We'll start off with that. What is the desire of your heart? What's the desire of your heart? Think about that for a second. Just stop and think, man, what do I want more than anything? What can I just, if I could just have, right? So let me read the Psalms. This is David saying, "One thing I have desired of the Lord that I will seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire of his temple." It starts out, this is in Psalm 27, and that was verse 4. Verse 1 said this: "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is my strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" And then it ends in verse 14 this way: "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord." What do you suppose was the desire of David's heart? More of God, being full of God. He didn't always do that, did he? For those that know David's story, he had his ups and downs. He was a man just like anybody else. So he made mistakes. He was a sinner. He wasn't perfect. But God did call him a man after his own heart. And I think this is why, because really down deep inside, what he desired was more of God. So let me ask you again, what is the desire of your heart? And I asked that guy in the mirror, what's the desire of your heart, Travis? And there's times it varies. There's times it's that new fishing pole. And that's pretty silly, I know. But there have been times where I get obsessed with stuff. How silly. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it is financial security. Maybe it's health. What is the desire of your heart? I encourage you to be like David and stop for a second. Step back a little bit and really consider what's most important. Think about God. Think on God. And then I want to ask you this. What are you doing to be filled by God? What are you doing? What actions are you taking to experience God, right? In a practical sense, what music are you listening to? What things are you reading? What things are you looking at on your phone? What things are you doing to spend your time? How are you spending the hours that He gives you each day? Think on those things. Are you spending time with God? Are you building relationship with Him? Or are you just living for yourself? Don't feel bad. I do too. There's lots of times I just feel like I'm living for myself. And when I kind of wake up and get back to God, I turn back to God, I realize how shallow and empty those things were. That's why it wasn't satisfying. The only thing that's satisfying, truly satisfying, is living for God, listening for His voice, thanking Him for His Son Jesus, and living out what He has called you to do, because He has called you to something great. And don't get me wrong, that may not look like what the world calls great, but in God's eyes it is. He made you for a purpose. And in that purpose is fulfillment. In that purpose there is joy, there is peace, there's happiness. There may be some struggles there too, but God is with you through it. Think of the apostles, right? They were living sold out for Christ, sold out for Him completely. Many of them struggled in this world. But when they went through that, listen to the words that they said when they went through some of those hard things. They were still focused on God. So again, be so full of God, there's no room for that other garbage that's out there. Focus on Him, build that relationship with Him, get close to Him so you can recognize His voice when He calls out to you. Because He loves you so much. So do I. You guys have a great day.